If you are with somebody who is not doing the work, then you don't have data to prevent the physiological change in your body. You don't have data. It's that simple. If I am in an unsafe environment, I can't trick my nervous system into thinking that I am. It's not possible. If I'm not safe, I'm not safe. And my nervous system is going to tell my brain I'm not safe. And then all these chemicals are going to start flowing through my body, and my heart's going to race, and my stomach's going to drop, and the oxygen is going to leave my torso, and it's going to go to my arms and my legs so I can fight or run. All of that is going to happen. You can't stop that. You don't want to stop that. That's in our DNA. It's called survival mode. When you cross the street and a car comes at you and you jump out of the way, you want to turn that off? You're going to die. We need that. So where is the solution? What is the core problem, right? Solve the right problem. The problem isn't that you don't know how to manage your triggers. The core problem is that you are still in an unsafe environment and your nervous system is telling you that. So the solution is to make sure you're in a safe environment. If unfaithful partners are not doing the work, if they're saying things like you need to move on, if they're saying things like, you're crazy, you need a psychiatrist, you need medication, those are all the things my husband told me for 3 years. I was never going to be safe in that environment, and neither will you. So that's how we deal with triggers. Somebody else has here discovered porn use over a year ago by my 45-year-old husband. He said he was using it for 5 years. I was lied to for 5 years, and I feel this is infidelity. It's betrayal, 100%. Words are very important to me. Definitions are very important to me as well. Anytime there's a secret, it's betrayal. Betrayal is the keeping of secrets, period. So this is betrayal, and you are experiencing betrayal trauma, 100%. He swears he isn't using it anymore. It's difficult to trust and to believe. I'm still traumatized. Yes, you are, a year later. Why? Because he's still not safe. Why is he not safe? Because he's still too much like the old version of himself. If he is still like the old version that hurt you, your nervous system will not be safe. Guys, your nervous system, I don't say guys like men, ladies and gentlemen, our whole healing journey is based on this right here, our nervous systems. That's why I'm like, education is so important in this process. And very few marriage counselors know this, even less teach it, even if they do know it. Because marriage counselors are taught to, I have a master's degree in counseling. I know what I was taught. We were taught to listen and help people learn how to communicate better and to fight fair and conflict resolution. And right, that's what you do with couples. That is not going to solve anything when it comes to trauma. So he is in his own personal counseling for past physical abuse from his father, trauma that has to be released from the body, somatic healing, somatic healing. Talk therapy does not release trauma from the body. There's lots of modalities for that. Root cause therapy is the one that I use. There's others though. I'm still reading it. Other issues. We are not in marital counseling as it didn't work at that time. I'm working with my own counselor at this time as well. So, I mean, I think I answered your question within there, which is you will never be safe if he's still the old version of himself. In his own therapy, if he is not showing drastic changes, and I don't mean drastic like overnight, okay, but I mean over, all the stuff I do is based on 8 and 16 weeks. After 16 weeks, if you do not see, that's 4 months, if you do not see a drastic change slowly over that 4-month period, then whatever you're doing is not working. Stop and try something different. This should not take years and years of therapy. It really shouldn't. What takes years, what causes this, and this is really more about the webinar, I'll be talking about this more during the webinar next week, but what drags this process out is usually the unfaithful partner not getting the whole truth out. That's usually what it is. If once the unfaithful partner gets the whole truth out and starts really diving deep into their own healing, their own journey, uncovering the root cause, getting to the core why, once that happens, there should be a change in a shorter amount of time. That's why, like I said, my stuff is based on 16 weeks, right? Then you do more, then you can do more of the deeper work. Then maybe you can come together as a couple to start, maybe talking about some of the other issues, but you're still traumatized because he's still the same old version of himself. I hope that helps. Feel free to respond back.